church is a place where we bear one another's burdens, care for one another, and that's what it means to be a community. And in Village 7, we live that out.
Celebrate Recovery is their mantra is a place we can come, anybody with hurts, habits, and hang-ups. And I think that's pretty much all of us.
Here is a place where I can just be honest about my real struggles.
And we have habits.
With alcohol or with drugs.
Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's shopping, sometimes it's attention.
Or pornography, or relationship addictions, or my own control issues.
And what a great opportunity for people to come together and just explore together what's going on with that.
And so Celebrate Recovery does a great job through small groups, through their curriculum, and through accountability, and most importantly, pointing people back to Jesus. Joyce Bruns has had just an amazing ministry. She has always had a heart for inmates as they've been released.
I met Philip when he was homeless.
Through my parole officer, I ended up meeting Joyce Bruns.
He was on parole.
She came down, picked me up, and took me to Bonilla House.
Inmates coming out of prison are set up to fail in our society. The checklist of things they must do is overwhelming.
Philip is a wonderful example of what Celebrate Recovery is about.
Celebrate Recovery helps people deal with their addictions.
We didn't know whether or not he's a real believer. You never do.
I asked Jesus to come to my heart when I was in prison.
Being around a bunch of others who are broken and actually take a look deep inside and see that as others are broken around us, yeah, we're also broken.
And to really encourage each other, to get involved in each other's story so that we can move into a better place in their relationship and walk with Christ.
Philip's year in Celebrate Recovery has not been without blips on the radar screen, is what I like to call it. Philip had a relapse.
I went and got a hotel for a few days and relapsed with meth.
He basically slammed the rest of all his crystal methamphetamine. When Philip came to the end of himself, he called a safe person.
And at 5 in the morning, I called Joyce.
There was a safe community of believers at Village 7 Presbyterian Church who would love him in spite of making a mistake.
Celebrate Recovery has helped me with a good support group, accountability partners and sponsors. And when I was having difficult days, they were some of the best people I could call and talk to.
Celebrate Recovery, we have found it to be a place where people have said, this is the most transparent group of people I've ever seen at Village 7. As someone has said, the heart of the human problem is the problem of the human heart. And that is why a ministry that can deal with their core issues is so crucial. That's why Celebrate Recovery is so crucial, because it deals with the heart issue. And as we see God change the heart, then we also see the behavior change.
If it wasn't for Celebrate Recovery, I do believe that I'd be back in prison.
I can be tempted to say, I'm not that guy coming out of prison. I have my act together. Celebrate Recovery is for the person sitting next to you in the pew. It's for you.
I can be so self-obsessed and yet talk the right language so that I talk like a right Christian.
What we really want to see is our people at Village 7, all of us as individuals, have a heart for the lost and have a heart for those who are broken.
I had a crisis of faith, and that crisis of faith led me to live out my life in a way that demonstrated that I was a Christian.
And so Joyce has been a leader in Celebrate Recovery, but also she went through the program herself.
So there's great opportunities for people to come and see this is what it looks like to live missional life, to engage in relationships on a deep level.
And then find the opportunities that God has given us in each of our own worlds.
For me to engage in someone's life, I don't know how to really relate to a drug addict or a homeless person or whatever. That's uncomfortable for me. And so I want all of us to engage as a community at Village 7, all of us, to engage in the community at Village 7 and saying, look what Christ did when he left the comfort of heaven. There's your model.